everybody. I am so glad that you could join us today. My name is Kathy, and I'm here with my coworker Vivica, and we're part of the Ashton Drake team. We wanted to address a very serious issue with you today that directly affects Ashton Drake, the doll industry as a whole, and most importantly, our customers. It has come to our attention that there are fraudulent online companies that are using images of Ashton Drake dolls to sell cheap knockoff versions. We are in no way affiliated with these companies, and we wanted to keep you in the loop so you don't fall victim to the scam. In trying to get to the bottom of this, we have ordered a few dolls from several companies. Now, the first thing that we noticed is that the price was just too good to be true. And some of the dolls never even showed up. They never arrived. And the ones that did were illegally reproduced. And we know that because we own the rights to these dolls. And the dolls that even did arrive, they were made of a very low quality vinyl. They're out of proportion, and they have an overall unkempt look. So these dolls did not have any of the detail that we expect from Ashton Drake. And we also don't know the material that they use. We have no idea if they are being safety tested to any standard. Another thing that we noticed is that the term silicone vinyl is being used to advertise these products. Now we know there is no such thing as a material for silicone vinyl because those two materials never mix. So I want to show you an advertisement that one of ours and one that is being used by one of these fraudulent companies. Now this is an ad that we would place online, and it tells you that it's our image. This is our Katie doll with our photography, and we're from Ashton Drake. Now this is directly next to it an advertisement from one of the fraudulent companies using our our photography directly, calling the doll Little Katie, and it is at a much reduced price, which there is no way that that doll could be sold for that price. So, but Vivica is going to show you the differences between these two dolls, our Katie doll and the fraudulent doll.
Thanks, Kathy. I'm going to take you from head to toe on Katie and the knockoff of Katie to show you the Ashton Drake difference. And to learn more about the Ashton Drake difference, you can go on our website or YouTube to find the Ashton Drake difference video. But for now, we'll start with just little Katie here. Katie has hand-rooted hair. And if you can see, the little hairs are put in a few at a time by hand randomly to create a very lifelike infant haircut in style. It looks very much like a real baby, which here at Ashton Drake is really important. Our goal is to give you a high premium quality doll that is most lifelike. When you look at the knockoff version, and we'll zoom in here, you can see that the little holes are evenly spaced because it's machine rooted hair. And there's rows and rows of this hair. Machine rooted. And how you see it here, kind of wildly, is exactly how it appeared when we pulled her out of the box. And it doesn't look like a newborn infant or an infant hairstyle would look.
She looks very unkempt.
Yes. The next thing I wanted to point out is we use our So Truly Real vinyl. And this is a custom vinyl only for Ashton Drake, and it's made with 10 different ingredients that create the most lifelike vinyl. We'll use her little hand here to show you. It's soft to the touch and it's firm but has a little bit of give, just like real skin. It is also our custom color Caucasian vinyl. When compared to the knockoff version, first of all, you can notice the color difference. This version is kind of gray and pasty and translucent, not like you would find on a real infant baby doll. You'll also notice that the vinyl is thinner and cheaper as it gives much easier. Then if you zoom in a little bit even closer to the hands, you'll see that the detail on our little Katie doll is much better than on the knockoff version. In fact, they're losing detail and you're almost getting a webbing effect between the fingers. And for our lifelike baby dolls, so truly real vinyl, keeping that detail is really important to give you the most lifelike baby doll. This little Katie doll was sculpted by Linda Murray, and we want to capture all the detail that Linda Murray put into her sculpt into the baby doll. And you can see that in her nose, around her eyes and her mouth, as well as her fingers and her toes, all have the really nice detail in the sculpting, which is also shown through with some of the really great decorations and deco on her face. Where this one, she has very little coloring on her face. The other difference with our little Katie doll here is she has a dual core head. What a dual core head is, which you'll find in premium high quality dolls, is 2 layers. The first layer for our dolls are the So Truly Real vinyl, like we talked about, soft to the touch. And then there's another inside layer that's a little thicker and a little heavier. And what that layer does is it gives the head weight, so she can rest in your arms. Her neck and little crook of your elbow feels like a real baby, as well as it helps hold the detail in all of her facial features and ears and hair and everything. The knockoff doll here does not have a dual core head, and what that looks like is this. There's nothing in her head. The vinyl is the same as used on the rest of her body, which is kind of a thin layer. And when I push really hard, I can feel just a little bit of polyfill in her head. The other thing is with her body is there's no weighting in her body. And so her arms, her body, as well as her legs, it's all just polyfill.
And very out of proportion.
And out of proportion as well. And stiff. Where our little Katie here, she actually has weighting in 3 places. One, I told you about her head, also in her little bottom, and then in her legs. So I think you can hear here, you'll hear that little squishing sounds. Those are the little beads that are in her legs to give her the weighting, and those same beads are also, you can kind of feel that with the diaper sound. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's also the sound in her body. So she's weighted in 3 different places to feel like a real baby. The other thing Katie has is hold that pose armature in her arms. So you can put one arm up, one arm down. You can put both arms up, just kind of bend it back like that, or you can bend them all the way in so she can snuggle close to you. On the knockoff doll, the baby could do none of those things. She actually has some kind of maybe teddy bear joint inside that actually doesn't move at all. And so she is not posable. She just basically stays in the same stiff pose. Another feature of an Ashton Drake difference is our signature mechanisms. And Katie here has the heartbeat breathing cooing mechanism. So you can see her and watch my hand as she breathes. It's moving up and down. And that is a signature mechanism of Ashton Drake Galleries. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is on the back of Katie. Ooh, she's still going. It's on the back of Katie, right above the neckline here, if you can zoom in, as you'll see, it says Linda Murray. She's the master doll sculptor who sculpted her, I just mentioned a minute ago. And underneath that is a copyright ADG, Ashton Drake Galleries. All of our dolls sculpted by master doll sculptors have their name in the back of the head sculpted along with our copyright. So this is just one example of our dolls, our baby dolls being knocked off. There are other baby dolls in the industry also being knocked off that we saw online. Another example that's not even a baby doll is Grayson. Grayson is our one-of-a-kind alien. And we commissioned Anthony Cozart of Cozart Studios to design and sculpt Grayson. He was the season 1 winner of Face Off. And he came up with this idea for Grayson, and we reproduced it with him. As you can see over here, this is a knockoff of Grayson. And if you want the real Grayson, this is the Ashton Drake Galleries Grayson, sculpted by Anthony Cozart. Kathy, can you tell us a little bit more why it's so important to buy your dolls from a reputable doll company?
Yes. I just want to reiterate that what Vivica was saying is that these are fraudulent companies, and what they are doing is using the art without Ashton Drake's permission, without the artist's permission. And, you know, that is really illegal for them to do. The artists make a living off of the dolls that they sculpt, and we commission them to work specifically and directly with us. Once they've created a piece of artwork, they do not give it to somebody else to reproduce. And so it is just really alarming that their hard work is being stolen, but you know, it's also devastating to them and to the industry in general. So we have begun to combat these fraudulent companies, but what we wanted to do was to give you guys some suggestions to keep in mind when you are shopping online for your dolls this holiday season. So the first one is to only buy from a authentic, to make sure you're getting an authentic Ashton Drake doll, is to only buy from Ashton Drake. And you can do so by going to our website, and the link is right below. Now, on that website, we have a video both on our homepage and any of the product pages that will show our Ashton Drake difference. Right,
And you walks you right through all of them, Kathy.
Absolutely, and you know, it's a lot of fun to watch this, and you'll get a whole idea of all the hard work and quality that Ashton Drake puts into our dolls.
Our high quality premium dolls.
Absolutely. So you can also order through catalogs that we send out. We also put out a lot of print advertising and even mail in your mailbox. We also order on or advertise online. And you just want to make sure that when you're clicking a link online that you are taken directly to Ashton Drake's website and order directly from us. Another thing to look out for is that if it's too good to be true, it is. Yes. So we do not, as Ashton Drake, authorize any other websites to discount any of our Ashton Drake dolls. So be wary if you find an Ashton Drake doll discounted. So is it safe? You want to know that your doll is safe. And one of the things is Ashton Drake dolls are all go through a U.S. Safety standards testing. So
yeah, and Kathy, one of the things that I found in the doll, the knockoff doll I showed you earlier, is there were no tags on the doll. So you don't know where it's from or what it's made of. All of our dolls have a tag on it that say that it's Ashton Drake and what the contents are.
And why is that important to you? Because some of the materials that are made are not safe for people to be touching or to be giving as gifts to anybody. So it's really to keep you safe from any risk. Mm-hmm. So another thing is that, as we had said earlier, we've ordered several dolls. We have not received a lot of the dolls that we have ordered. So if you're looking for products for this Christmas season or for any time to give as a gift, you want to make sure that you're going to get that doll. And so you want to make sure you order from a trusted source. And we are a employee-owned, U.S.-based company, and we take pride in make sure that you're satisfied and that everything is safety tested for you.
And ships right here from the U.S.
Absolutely, we stand behind everything that we offer, and your safety and satisfaction is what matters most to us. So,
Absolutely.
Right. So we're here to answer any questions you may have. So you can give us a call on the phone. You can send us an email. Mm-hmm. You can also send us a message through Facebook, and we definitely have representatives standing by that can answer any of your questions and help find the perfect doll for you. So Ashton Drake does have a doll for everyone. So
yes, we do.
I think we hope that you found this very informative, and maybe you'll take that into consideration when you're
shopping. Please do. Make sure that you're getting the high quality premium doll that you order and that you deserve.
Exactly. So happy holidays.